That's the look. That's the look of somebody that's just spent ages opening 2 Tackleclub boxes, trying to work out what's what, keeping it as genuine and authentic as possible, and filming for 15 minutes and then realising that he didn't turn his speakers on. Hey Robbie, you've got mail! You better check your mailbox! Okay Robbie, thanks mate. What's the address? Post Office Box 3006, Yarunga LPO, Wangaratta 3677. Righto folks, that intro was all true, no lies in it. I sat here, I filmed them, I was a bit stumped with a couple of things, I couldn't work out what they were, and I actually said in the video I couldn't possibly make this look any more authentic, and then I realised that my microphones weren't on. I use these little Rode Wireless Go microphones. I've got one clipped to my pocket, which is hooked to this lav mic that sits here. I can clip the square just here, but it just looks a bit dumb. And there's one on the on top of the camera. But I forgot to turn them on, and I'm watching it play back, and I'm thinking, there's no volume. What's wrong? Why isn't the volume working? And I turn it up, and it was on full. And then the penny dropped. So anyhow, let's 1, 2, all open. Alright, now, before I, let's do the cod box. This is the August cod box, but before I do, I just want to tell you a romantic little poem. I'm such a romantic. I love you, I love you, I love you with mighty. I wish my pyjamas were next to your nightie. But don't be mistaken and don't be misled. I mean on the clothesline, not in the bed. Righto, folks. Let's have a look and see what's in here. I already know because, you know, I already opened it. But there is one standout lure in here that I just think looks absolutely dope AF. Right, we have got Big Bite Baits 7-inch Suicide Shad. Say that 3 times fast. Big Bite Baits 7-inch Suicide Shad. So we've got some Big Bite Baits 7-inch Suicide Shad. Should be having a focusing issue here going on. There we go. Got it. Big Bite Bait 7-inch Suicide Shad. We have, this is the lure that I think looks the best out of this entire August Tackleclub Murray cod box. Look at that, a Marauder. A Panacea Marauder. I've not actually heard of them before. It's got a little Pontoon 21 sticker in the back, so I'm not sure whether that's from the whether it's made by the same mob as Pontoon 21. I've got to look into that. But it's a Panacea Marauder, and I just reckon that looks absolutely super awesome. And that is one of the best looking cod lures that I think I've seen in the Tackleclub box for a long time. Dives down to 30 feet, short and fat. Well, not super short, but you see, it's just the right size, the right colour, and I think that the Murray cod will climb all over that. It looks like a great cast and retrieve lure, and I look forward to giving that one a swim. We have some leader line, bit fluorocarbon leader. There you go, that's what I need to say about that one. Folks, you should always use leader line. Always use leader material. I don't, but you should. Do what you're told, not what you see. I've got to say that because people get annoyed with me if I don't. Alright, I've got... This is another really cool lure. That is the Ballista Hunchback Dyno 90. Very, very popular lure in the Murray cod scene. It's accounted for a number of large fish over the years. An excellent lure. We have some hooks. These are KG hooks, monster hooks. They're 10-0, size 10-0 worm hooks. And they are to go with the Big Bite Bait 7-inch Suicide Shad. That is an absolute mouthful. It's a bit like... She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping and amicably welcoming him in. Right, that's even more of a tongue twister. In the original video, the one that I didn't have the audio, I stuffed around for ages with this trying to work out what it was. It wasn't until I went through the list at the end of the video that I worked out exactly what it is. Look, at first I thought, yay, they've given us bobby pins to keep our hair out of our eyes. But no, it's not that at all. What it is, and it's easy going to come out because I've already opened it, see? And the instructions weren't overly helpful to me because they're all in like Chinese or something. So what it is, I had a look at the little list at the end, and it's actually it's weight. I don't know whether it's lead or some kind of wire, but it's a weight so that you can break bits off and attach it to your lure to help your lure sink. So you can tune your lure diving depth. I guess you could probably just, there we go, look at that. It breaks off into little bits, and you can just add little bits to your line just above or below the sinker, just to affect the buoyancy of the sinker. If your lure is floating and you want it to sink, you can put a heap on. If it's a floating lure and you want to turn it into a neutral buoyancy sort of a lure, you can just keep adding little bits of this until you get it to the right, get it suspending at the right amount. I've never used this stuff, but I can see why some people would like it. You can turn your floating lures into a neutral buoyancy lure. It's it adjusts the dive, the sink rate of your lure, and it would be very handy not just for Murray cod lures, but for trout fishing as well. So let's break. And there's a sticker. See, mine's already over there because I already opened it and all that stuff. Right, let's look at what we've got here for the August 2020 cod box. Ballista Hunchback, $24.95. YGK bit leader, 50 pound, $19. Fluorocarbon leader. We've got big baits, suicide shads, $17.99. Hooks to go with them, they are $13.99. Decoy Magnum hooks. We have the Marauder, which is down the bottom, $22.99. And we have this wire lead stuff to help you adjust the sink rate of your lures, and that is $7.99. So for all of those lures and bits and pieces, it is $106.90, and the subscription cost is $69.99. So this is the August box. The September box will be slightly different, but this is the August box. So you get $107 worth of stuff for $70. Now, I can get you 10% off that $70 just by using the discount code Robbie10 at the checkout if you go to buy one. Tackleclub.com.au. Robbie10 for single subscriptions and Robbie10 for single purchases and Robbie10S for subscriptions. Right, let's move on to the Trout and Redfin box, but I keep seeing my head's cut off on the screen here and it's distracting me, so I'm just going to pan up a little bit. That's a bit better. Right, trout box. Ready? I'll break into it. Ta-da! Right. I was so damn annoyed when I realised that I didn't have the microphones turned on. I thought, you idiot! Anyway, here we go. These are one of my favourite types of trout minnows. Pontoon 21. This is a preference shad. I've not used one of these, but I have used a lot of Pontoon 21 stuff, and I just know that will be the duck's nuts because Pontoon 21 make amazing fishing gear. Pontoon 21 preference shad. A sticker. I haven't put this one on the wall. I didn't put that one on before. We've got, now this looks really cool. This is a Rapala Rap V Series. It's a blade. It's called a Rap3 Blade. You can see it's got blade-like features. It's got the skinny blade at the top there, but it's also got a hollow body in the middle, and it's got a rattle in it. So it's sort of like a blade crossed with a lipless crankbait, if that makes sense. That looks really cool, Rapala Rap V. Right, Rapala Rap V. That's cool. Now we have some soft plastics. We have some Noik, made in Japan, Wobble Shad, 3 inches. 3-inch Wobble Shads. And we also have some Gadget Footsie 3.5-inch little paddle tails here as well. 2 lots of soft plastics. And last of all, we have some jig heads to rig them with. We've got some Damiki rig jig heads. They are black with black hooks, black heads, and they've got eyes on them. So let's break that down. The trout fishing box is, we've got the Noik Wobble Shad 3-inch. This one. That is $13.50, $13.49. We've got the Gad Footsie 3.5-inch paddle tail, $9.99. We've got the Damiki rig jig heads. They are $12.49. We've got the Rapala V Shad. That is $19.99. And we've got this absolute gem of a lure, the Pontoon 21 Preference Shad 55. That is $22.99 if you buy it separately. If you buy that on its own from the Master Angler website. Really like the look of that lure. Right, so all up, there is $79.45 worth of stuff in there, and you get that for $49.99. So that's a saving of $30. And the Murray Cod one is a saving of $37. So remember folks, if you want to buy, these are the August boxes for Murray Cod and for Trout and Redfin. These are the August boxes. If you want to buy the September box or take out a subscription, go to tackleclub.com.au and you can use the discount code Robbie10 at the checkout to get a 10% discount from your once-off purchases, and you can use Robbie10S to get 10% off the initial purchase if you take out a subscription. Now, just on a sort of a different note, I just want to remind everybody, Tackleclub still has their mates pack, and that is they're $30. You pay $30 and you get the pack sent to a mate. If you live in New South Wales and you've got a good income and you're still working and you're living comfortable and you've got a mate or two down in Melbourne that's really struggling at the moment, now's a really good time just to cheer them up and put a smile on their face with a mates pack from tackleclub.com.au. I'll leave a link below. I can't give you a discount coupon for that because $5 from the sale of each one of those mates pack already goes to a great cause, and that's the Beyond Blue Foundation. So if you're able to, if you're comfortable and you've got friends that are struggling at the moment, whether it's in Victoria because of the COVID bug or for any other reason anywhere else, go to tackleclub.com.au. I'll leave a link in the description below and you will find the mates pack. It's $30. They get a couple of cod lures, but most of all they get a smile on their face and they know that they've got somebody willing to put that smile on their face. Righto folks, thanks very much for watching. I am going to give some of these a swim. I've actually got a number of lures that I've collected from the Tackleclub boxes over the last couple of years. I've got a few of them put aside to just test run to see how they swim, and I will get to doing that one of these days soon. And that one is going into that pile because I'm really looking forward to giving that a swim. The Panacea Marauder. That has got Murray Cod written all over it, especially that colour. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. If you've liked this video, want to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.